Welcome to Tesla Stock Daily Drive. I'm your host, Dusty. Today, we're diving into a turbulent landscape as markets tumbled against a backdrop of geopolitical tensions, while Tesla managed to buck the trend and notch gains. Let's explore why. Friday, June 13, 2025, was quite the day on Wall Street. Major U.S. stock indices took a nosedive, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropping over 700 points. Both the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite saw significant losses as well, due to mounting geopolitical pressures in the Middle East. News of Israeli airstrikes and retaliatory missile attacks by Iran threw a wrench into market stability, fueling a broad sell-off as investors clung to safer bets. Oil prices climbed alongside a surge in demand for safe haven assets, like gold, as market sentiment grappled with these international events. It's a reminder of how swiftly tensions abroad can ripple through global financial markets. Earlier in the week, we were looking at a mixed batch of economic data that painted a somewhat hopeful picture. Softer than expected inflation figures and a weaker labor market report had given investors something to smile about on Thursday, especially in light of encouraging U.S.-China trade talks. The Producer Price Index for May nudged up by just 0.1%, which was still below what analysts had anticipated. However, the positive vibes didn't last. With the uptick in continuing jobless claims and then Friday's shockwaves from the Middle East, any optimism was quickly overshadowed. Amidst all this volatility, our primary focus today, Tesla, emerged as a standout. When most of the market was faltering, Tesla shares finished the tumultuous day with a gain, with a closing price of around $325.45. Up nearly 2% from the previous day, Tesla defied the downward pull affecting so many others. Tesla's climb wasn't just a fluke given the broader decline. It stemmed from a recovery from recent lows triggered by a rather public spat between CEO Elon Musk and President Donald Trump. Investors seem to have swiftly moved on from concerns about this dispute, as evidenced by a substantial 10% stock increase over the week. This indicates a resiliency in Tesla's market perception, even with volatility swirling around. The day's trading saw Tesla open at $313.98, spiking to a high of $335.50, showing the stock's robust performance despite the challenging environment. So what does this tell us? Well, Tesla's resilience highlights the potential for growth and stability in sectors buffered by innovation and strong consumer interest, even when global markets face headwinds. To wrap up today's discussion, keep an eye on geopolitical developments as they can swing market sentiment sharply. Staying informed about broader economic indicators and sector-specific stories is crucial, especially when they diverge as dramatically as we saw today. Diversification and a focus on long-term growth sectors can help investors navigate the choppy waters. That's it for today on Tesla Stock Daily Drive. Remember, when the dust settles, only the truth remains. I'm Dusty, and thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay informed, stay smart, and take care.